Okay, I'm hopeful we can get Instagram on here today. We'll see if we can get Instagram to go live today. We have had some issues with Instagram letting us go live. Um, Hopefully, come on, Instagram, work for us. Um, just doesn't seem to want to go live for us today. Okay, well, I may have to give up on Instagram. It does look like it's not wanting to do that. So we will just skip Instagram and maybe just click a link. Um, Click a link for you guys. And then those of you who are on Instagram who want to watch this live, we will click a link and put that in our stories so that you can follow up. This is a great day. It is super fun because today I'm going to be talking all about favorite things, our favorite things here at the store. And I asked for my staff to give me their favorite things. And I will tell you, most of them had a hard time with narrowing it down to just one item. Most of them put multiple items. So we had to narrow it down for them. But that's what happens when you work in a pet store and you love animals and you love your animal. You pick a lot of great things because we have a ton of great things here at both store locations. I will start this out with my favorite things. So we do still have these available. There are fireworks kits, but they're not just for fireworks. They're for thunderstorms too. So it's kind of like your summer thunderstorm survival kit. And they have so many different calming things in here. So if you have a pet who's been experiencing terrible anxiety surrounding thunderstorms, this is a great intro into the different calming products that we carry and some different ways to distract them when there is a thunderstorm. So like this is a Busy Butter lick mat, and there's some CBD things in here, and all kinds of fun things that you can use to help your pet with their anxiety. And we have both cat and dog left. They are $39.99 for dog and $34.99 for cat. So definitely take a look at these. If you have a pet that's been struggling with all these thunderstorms and maybe even having sensitivity to those crazy alerts on your phones now, not that we didn't have them before, but I think a friend of mine said this morning we had 7 straight days of flash flood warnings on our phones. So I think I'm starting to have a sensitivity to that sound, just the alert sound. So these are definitely really helpful and one of my favorite things that we've created. It also has some fun things in there like watermelon bubbles and some great chews from our friends at Raw Dog. Just to help keep them occupied. That can sometimes help with the anxiety as well. So come in and check these out. They're available at both store locations. Another one of my favorite things are brand new to either one of our locations. We have them in both locations, just different flavors. This is a bacon. This is a beef liver. They're collagen chews. They are, despite looking like they're not very durable, I find them to be very durable chews. This is the one for small dogs, and I took that one home. And it took one of my small dogs almost 3 hours to go through this chew. He wasn't the one who consecutively chewed on it. We shared the joy. So, but it took 3 hours for that to be gone. Some warnings about these, and a friend of mine bought this for his larger border collie that he says chews right through things. He said it took an hour and a half. So they really do have lengthy times. Things to know about these: they do get a little bit sticky because they are collagen, and so know that as they chew on them at the chew site, it does get sticky. So if you have a long bearded pet or long-furred pet, you might find little bits of the collagen in their fur around their mouth and on whatever they're chewing it on. So I definitely recommend not letting them chew it on furniture, maybe making them chew it on their dog bed or on a blanket or a towel, just because it can get a little bit messy and sticky. They are fully digestible. I probably was a little bit nervous about letting them chew the whole thing. So when it got down to a small nub, I did take it away. But supposedly you can let them eat the whole thing. It just sometimes really worries me about a choking hazard with these chews. But these are my new favorite things. So they are at those store locations. Here we have the bacon and the beef liver. The other store has spirulina and something else, another flavor, because there are 4 flavors. And like I said, really, really cool chews. They do take a long time to get in, so I'm getting ready to do another order because it takes us about a month and a half to get them in stock. So just for the safety of trying not to run out for you guys, we're going to get more. Oh, Dina. Yeah, I'm telling you, it is amazing how long these last. They don't look like it. We were actually laughing that they look like a giant Jolly Rancher. It is amazing how long they last. And of course, it's collagen, which is really good for skin and coat. So those are my favorite things. Now I'm going to start with our staff's favorite things, which I think is super fun. I'm going to read you the reason that they really like these items too. So this is small batch duck recipe. And this is a favorite of Savannah, who is here on staff today somewhere. I should make her come over here and read it. But here are the reasons that she loves a small batch freeze dried. It's a cooling protein. Duck is a cooling protein, so it's better for the summer months, which is great. Keeps your pet nice and cool internally and helps keep inflammation at bay. It's super easy to use and break up, so you don't have to freeze it. It doesn't take up freezer space because it's shelf stable, and goes nuts and dances in the kitchen when it gets brought out. So that's a very, very, very cool thing. But we do love this. We love duck. Small batch duck. Okay, Alexis loves the popsicle. And so do a lot of you, the way that we go through these. Here are some new colors. Alexis really likes the pink. It's a new release color. But we also have this red, white, and blue popsicle that, again, is just a limited release. We do have a few of these left, but really, really cool items. And if you've never used one before, this is how I'm going to unscrew it so you can see. If I can get this back off of here so you can see how it works. So here's the back. Here's the front, and you put a treat in. You put a treat in here or in here, and then you screw it in. Then once you get it screwed in, your pet can work at that treat and lick at it, and it also is pretty long lasting. We have pre-made treats. These are the calming ones I grabbed, but we have all kinds of pre-made treats. We also have molds where you can make your own. And we have even mixes that you can make your own from the mixes. The other thing is our friends with Space Dog. Alexa was telling me that if you take 2 of her Space Berry or her Space Cream and put them back to back, they fit perfectly in here. And your pet can work on those, work on the Space Cream. And we all know those are delicious. Some tips and tricks about this. They can go in the dishwasher. I recommend the top shelf of the dishwasher, and you might not want to add a whole lot of heat if you're having trouble with the screw factor, because sometimes that does happen, especially if you use them regularly. You can add some coconut oil or olive oil to the screw heart to help kind of grease it up a little bit and make it screw on a little bit easier. The other thing you can do if it gets stuck in the screwed in position, slam it against something really hard, and that will jar it a little bit so that you can unscrew it. We are aware that that is a little bit of an issue. The longer you use it, it can create a little bit of an issue. But if you knock it against something really hard, it typically will undo and allow you to unscrew it. But those are our tips and tricks for using these popsicles. They are extremely popular and great for activity and engagement. Now, they can chew at this, so definitely watch. It is pretty durable, but if you have a really aggressive chewer, I'm not going to tell you it can't be chewed. Aggressive chewers could pretty much chew up most everything in our store. But it is pretty durable. So know about that. This is the Pupsicle by Wolf, and we do love them. So then let's see. The next on my list is Valerie. She loves, and she says she has loved ever since she started working at All Pets Considered, Scouts Honor. Here are 2 of the Scouts Honor line, but they have tons of products. Scouts Honor is a probiotic-based cleaning product that help with odor and stain. And depending upon what the label says it does is what the mix of probiotics are. I will say it does work really well. It is guaranteed. And the nice thing is it doesn't have really strong perfumes or really strong scent to it. And you're welcome to open them and smell, but it's just not really perfumey or fragrancy. It does have a fragrance, but it's not super overpowering like some of the cleaners can be, where it's more like they're trying to cover up the smell with their fragrance than to actually clean it. It's just kind of a fresh and clean smell. But this other one, the Urine and Odor Destroyer, this is for backyards or cement or decks. If you have pets who've gone out, especially in this rain, and they don't want to go all the way out into the yard, maybe peed up on your deck, that's a way to get the odor and urine smell out of your backyard. And we love our friends with Scouts Honor. They make some shampoos and some cologne sprays to be used in between shampooing. That are probiotic based as well, which what that does is try to balance out the odor causing bacteria and put in the good smelling bacteria and keep the odors at bay. Scouts Honor is guaranteed, so if it's not working for you, you can certainly bring it back. They have a laundry booster. So if you're like me and you use a lot of towels with your pets or blankets, or maybe somebody peed on their dog bed, you can add the laundry booster to help with those urine smells or pet smells, just to get the general smell out of everything. So we love Scouts Honor too, but that's one of Valerie's favorite. She said the reason she loves Scouts Honor is because she's a clean freak and prefers not to have chemicals that would kill her or her pets, because she gets into a weekly cleaning space where she needs to just clean. Okay, Jessica's favorite thing, goat's milk, which this was Jessica and Laura's favorite thing. So I'm going to put this out here. And actually, it really is a lot of our favorite things. This is Green Juju goat milk. And if you've ever been in here and you have a problem with tummies or balancing the gut biome, most of us are going to say goat milk is a great thing to add. The other great thing about goat milk is it can be added to help add hydration to your pet's diet. So if you're feeding a dry kibble, this can be a great addition to help add some moisture, but also give it a nutritional boost. We love goat milk. We really love goat milk around here. And my dogs love goat milk. It's a great thing. Jessica says it's an all-around great product, wonderful probiotic, great for gut health. Okay. Samantha also said the Wolf Pupsicles. We've already talked about that, but both Alexis and Samantha love them. Great enrichment toy for dogs, long-lasting and convenient with pre-made treats and options to buy your own freezable trays. So it really is just an all-around awesome product. We sell them a lot. They're extremely popular around here. And like I said, you can use other products in the store to put them in there. You can make your own, all kinds of fun things you can do with them. And I think the versatility is one of the reasons they're so popular. When we were down at the duck diving event recently, that was our number one seller. People were like, oh my gosh, I've seen these on TikTok. I've seen these on Instagram. These are awesome. And they are so awesome. And we have a lot of believers in them. So definitely come down and get your pet a wolf Pupsicle, and get them some treats to go in them. Vicky's favorite is I'm not sure. Oh, here it is. Sorry, there were so many items. They're a little piled up. This is the OC Raw beef and fish recipe for cats. OC Raw made the list a lot. We do love ourselves some OC Raw. Here is what Vicky has to say about OC Raw. It's easy and convenient because it comes in like little morsels. The 1 ounce portion mini patties. I'm like, yeah, when I say they're morsels, they're like, the 1 ounce little chubs is basically, I guess. They're mini patties is what they call them. They're individually wrapped, so that's super easy. Makes feeding so easy. You can grab one out and defrost it easily. Her cat loves it, and she adds a little bit of the green juju goat milk, and she really loves the In Clover dental powder as well. I have started using this, and another staff member asked me if I had any feedback on it yet, and I said, well, let me see how my pets do with it. I have Aurora Rose. Many of you have seen my little long hair red girl, and she was just starting to get some tartar buildup on her teeth, enough that kind of concerned me. And so I started her and a couple of others on this dental powder. It's made such a difference in her teeth. And she's only been on it maybe a couple of weeks. I'm really looking forward to like a month in or even a month and a half in to see the kind of difference we get from this. But I have already noticed a significant difference. And it has a lot of great products in it that would just help with that bacteria on the teeth, and then also help prevent it from building up as well. So this is for both dogs and cats by our friends at In Clover. But that dental powder, you just sprinkle it on their food, they gobble it up, and it makes a difference without you even having to lift a brush. Okay, Ashley Groger. Not a surprise that she said this. If you know Ashley, Ashley loves herself some Malinois, and it takes a very special person to love and care for Belgian Malinois because they are a busy breed. But she loves our Mountain Dog leashes. So this is a 2-foot carabiner leash. And all the leashes I'm going to show you come in both carabiner and in clip. The nice thing about carabiner for a bigger dog is it gives you the versatility of something stronger. So if you have a Belgian Malinois that's very strong, the carabiner clip might be good for you versus just a regular clip like this, what you see on the leash always, or a lot of times. This is the clip leashes that they have, and their clips do rotate, which I find really nice. It keeps the leash from getting tangled up or, getting kinked. Now, one of the things I love about the Mountain Dog leashes, this is what's called a versatile leash. And so you can take this hoop right here and you tie a knot around it. So it basically secures it in a place. Measure it out around your waist, and then use this clip and clip it to that hook, that little round hook, and it becomes a hands-free leash. If you are maybe running in a coffee shop somewhere and you need to hook your dog to a table or a chair and you run right in and come right back out, this is a great way to secure them while you run into a space maybe they're not welcome. Or if you have a house training dog and you need to secure them to a piece of furniture in your room. I got asked a house training question yesterday. This is a great way to do that because of the versatility of the leash. So that's the Mountain Dog Versatile Leash. They also have some great slip leashes. I really prefer slip leashes that have a stopper. I think it's more secure and safe, so that if your pet for some reason backs up, they can't push this out very easily and slip their head out from the slip leash, which is kind of a way that a lot of dogs get gone if they're on a slip leash if it doesn't have a stopper. So they have this nice little stopper. The other lovely thing about the Mountain Dog leashes is they do have a lifetime guarantee. So if your dog chews through it, we will replace it free of charge for a lifetime. They are made of really heavy, durable cord, parachute cord. Because of that, we can't really request specific colors, and they are what they are, but they are extremely durable, and they are well loved here at our store by our customers. This is what Ashley has to say about them. Offering a diverse selection of leashes like slip leads, carabiner leashes, and shorter options like 2 feet, and even stronger 8-foot or 12-foot options, along with tons of patterns, colors, give customers the ability to choose the right tool for their specific needs. Whether they're looking for quick control during training, added safety for strong or reactive dogs, or more freedom for relaxed walks and outdoor adventures. The variety ensures there's a leash to match everyone's dog's lifestyle. This not only improves the walking experience, but also helps build trust and loyalty by showing you that you understand the different needs of pet owners. So that's what Ashley had to say about these leashes, and they really are great leashes. We've carried them for a very long time. We love the company, and we sell a lot of them. They're a very, very popular leash. Okay, Isabella's favorite is these Green Element CBD treats. Also note, I don't think she's watching right now, but Sylvia Mayon has been chatting up social media about these for her dog Tucker. These are great calming treats. She has found they work really well for her dog Tucker, and I can concur. They are great treats. The nice thing about them is they're freeze-dried. These are the cheese, but they also have meat flavors, but they're freeze-dried and have CBD added into them. So it is 5 milligrams of CBD per bite, 300 milligrams in a bag. And then the dosing instructions are on the back. So a 20 to 30 pound dog would have 1 bite. 30 to 40 pound dog would have 2 bites. And you would give 2 times a day. I'm going to tell you, you may have to do a little extra dosing. If you dose in the morning, I would give the night dose a little bit early if there's a thunderstorm coming. But we love Green Element, and these CBD bite treats are fabulous. This is what Isabella had to say about those. It really works. It works great for my senior dog for aches and pains, and great for my anxious dog, and it's also affordably priced. So next up is going to be Miranda. And Miranda has a dog named Rocco. Of course, she made me bring all these nasty treats up here, so I had to touch them all. But she loves them, and so do we. I really say that in jest. She was good to mention these. These are Primitive Prey. We just brought these in. They are from Primitive Prey, which is based out of Virginia. We met them at Doc Dogs, and many of you have asked for Ugly Chews. These are them. They had the fur still intact, which is really good for dental, but it's also really good for parasite control. And so while I know it doesn't look great or necessarily feel great to feed this, the reality is it is really good for your pet's gut health, but then also their dental health. And this is an ear. It's a cow ear. They do have these really durable braids. And really, really popular. They also have this braided Ugly Chew. So those are brand new and back in our chew section. Miranda's other favorite is our friend. She likes the weird things. So this is the rabbit ears, rabbit feet from our friends at Forever Fierce. And again, they have the fur still intact, which is a really good chew and really good for their dental and gut health. And I'll read what Miranda has to say about those. She has 2 dogs, Rocco and Lucky. And both of my dog's favorite midday snack. They're a good dental treat that isn't too hard for my 11-year-old dog and is the perfect single ingredient treat for my dog with allergies. So that's what Miranda had to say about those products. And she is great to bring those up because they're newer to our product line, but great chews for those of you who are looking for a really solid chew for your pets. Laura said Green Juju goat milk and Green Juju golden paste. So we've already talked about goat milk and how it's great for so much. But the golden blend is this one. Which is squash and a bunch of pumpkin and things like that. But what she is talking about, I believe, is the golden paste, which is turmeric. And so she has used that a lot. I don't have it here. It is in our freezer section. It's in a smaller container. And you just use a little bit of it. Goes a super long way. And if you ever buy one of our raw birthday cakes, it is used to decorate our raw birthday cakes. Green Juju's goat milk doesn't have any added ingredients. It's just raw goat milk, which is one of the things she loves. I love that they have a video on their website explaining how to ferment it if you're interested in those kind of things. And fermentation adds so many benefits for gut health. It can be used for cat, or dog customers, and it has so many health benefits. I love the green juju golden paste because it is super great for any kind of inflammation because of the turmeric in it. It is also fermented, so it is great for the gut. Golden paste is so great for inflammation in joints and things like that. We know that it's such a great thing to add to your pet's diet. So, again, you can rotate in these supplements and rotate in these fun things. Tim said Katie's bumpers. So these are made in the USA. They're made out of fire hose. This is a flat one. So if you have a pet who likes to dig through but really wants a good tug, and Tim has a dog named Creed who likes to tug, this is a great tug toy. Katie Bumpers does make some things. This one has squeakers in it. This is a great tug toy that also has some squeak attraction. They also have some stuffed toys as well, but they're all made from this really durable fire hose. And they are all made in the United States, which is a great thing. So we love Katie's Bumpers. This is what Tim has to say about Katie Bumpers. They're durable and versatile in their uses from tug to fetch. I even hang mine from a tree to entertain my dog for hours. It's a great idea. Jocelyn also said OC Raw. She said, I would say this is my favorite product at All Pets Considered, not only because it's the only raw food my dogs will eat, but because of how clean all of the products in it, all of the ingredients are. She said it's just truly a clean ingredient deck. It's a single-based protein food with some superfoods in there to boost their immune system and nutritional values. Plus, they have treats, freeze-dried food, supplements, and even goat milk. And I also absolutely love their patties are all individually wrapped. So if you've never fed OC Raw, their patties, the mini patties, the bigger patties, they all come in a plastic, like shrink wrapped in a plastic so that it avoids any of the freezer burn issues that you might have with products that are not contained like that. So you put it in the fridge and let it defrost, and you can easily open it and dump it in their bowl. It is a great food, and we really are enjoying carrying it. They also have some really fabulous additions. So maybe you don't have the ability to feed an all raw diet, but you want to add in some raw. They have some great ways to do that through their OC Raw additions. They have all kinds of things like green mussels and heart and liver, and some ways that you can really add in some great fresh nutrition while still maybe feeding a dry food. Aiden's favorite, and I agree, we love these at my house because we have some dogs that love to fetch and love to play with balls, but these are the Wonder Balls. And the lovely thing about these is they don't look as durable as they are, but they are really dense. And when you bounce them, they kind of wacky bounce. So they bounce all over the place. But they're made of a blend of latex and rubber. And even we have a ball chewer. His name is Hey Hey. And Hey Hey likes to chew the balls that we get for Mole, who likes to fetch the balls. And so it's not uncommon for us to be, Hey Hey, stop chewing that ball. These are still around. He can't seem to destroy these balls, which is nice. Mole appreciates that because Mole really loves a good fetch session. So Wonder Balls here at the store, and like I said, they're a really great product. They look simple, and in fact, we had these down at the dock diving event. People thought they were bath bombs, but they're not. They're just dog balls. They're Wonder Balls. This is what Aiden had to say about Wonder Balls. They're indestructible and they bounce erratically, throwing off the dog that's chasing them. When Hey Hey likes to go and chase them, Hey Hey is blind, so it's nice play for him. He has to listen to where the ball is bouncing, and having the erratic, not straight line is a nice thing for him. Gives him a little extra challenge. Nicole, this is last, but certainly not least, likes the OC Raw turkey necks. That's what these are. And this is what she has to say. They're perfect for dogs who are rougher chewers and great for your dog's teeth. They're also naturally rich in chondroitin and glucosamine, which helps reduce inflammation and improve joint function. So these are a great treat in between. Very, very popular here. We sell a lot of turkey necks, but the raw frozen turkey necks are really good for dental health. I can't say the same about the freeze-dried turkey necks. While they're still a great chew and a treat, they're a little bit, they've had all the moisture removed, so their dental properties aren't as strong. So you definitely want to, if you're looking for dental health, raw bones and raw necks are really, really good for that. The other wonderful thing you can do is take these and create bone broth by boiling these. That's another wonderful pet safe bone broth. You can do that, and then they get to eat the neck too. Okay, those are a few of our favorite things, and I think this has gone so well, we might do a favorite things groomers edition after this so that they can tell you all of their favorite grooming products, all of our groomers' favorite grooming products that we carry. I think you guys would enjoy hearing what our groomers have to say about the grooming products that we carry and what are their favorites. So I think that is it and all of the things that we have going on. I will say for the next 6 months, we're going to be super busy. So if you don't already follow us on social media, and if you aren't already subscribed to our mailing list, you want to make sure you do both of those things, as we will be announcing a lot of our different events. You definitely want to save the date for August 9th. We're going to have our huge anniversary event from 10 to 3 over at our High Point Road store. And we are going to have some really fun things. We're going to do a hat bar where you can make a pet hat for a dog hat or a cat hat for your pet. You can design it and add little embellishments. We are also going to do a pet rock station. We are going to have swimming pools out so they can tip their toes in the water. We are going to have all kinds of fun things. It's just going to be a huge party over there at our High Point Road store location. Of course, parties come with goodie bags and some special discounts. So we will have some bonus buys, but we are also going to have special scratch-off cards, and some lucky contestants will get their entire cart paid for. So I definitely want for everybody to join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tons of fun. I think that is it. I'm trying to think of anything else we have coming up. I know that Nicole is super busy and does have some events coming up. Hey, Kelly, thank you for saying hi. I really appreciate it when y'all pop in and tell me that you're listening and that you're here. But we do have a lot of fun special events coming up. This next week, we're going to be doing our Christmas in July, and there's going to be a lot of fun things available on social media. And then we also are going to have a discount on some holiday items that we're going to put out a little bit early. So you definitely want to check us out on the 25th of July. And we have a new partnership in town with our friends at Carolina Core. And if you don't know about Carolina Core, you are missing out. They are a soccer team out of High Point. And we went out to see their new facility. We went out on a tour earlier, but then we went for their grand opening last night. And it is so cool. We met some of their players and met the coach, and we have really enjoyed getting to know this team. And the biggest thing you should know about this team is every single game is pet friendly. You can bring your pet to every single game. But we will have some special pet nights there, just like we sponsor at the Grasshoppers. We plan to do something with the Core and have a very special night dedicated to pets. And we're going to do a lot of partnership with them and looking really forward to that. It's such a cool team and such a cool thing we have here. It's so amazing how many sports teams we're getting and how much fun things that we can do for you and your pet at these events. So definitely keep an eye on our social media events, follow it, and then be sure to join our mailing list, because we send out emails about everything that's going on, so you can be sure to be in the know. We try to keep you as informed as we can on the places we're going to be and the things we're going to be doing. But Christmas in July and the anniversary event are the next two really big things that you have to look forward to with us. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I will not be here next week. I will be traveling, and then I will circle back around in the end of July and doing our August box reveal, which is going to be super fun. I did not do a reveal on our July boxes because we were busy getting everything organized. But if it is a really great box, I will say it is stuffed full. It probably is $80 or $90 worth of product from our friends at Nulo. They sponsored the boxes. And they have some great toys in there too. We have both a cat box and a dog box, and we have a few left over of each. So if you're interested, you definitely want to go ahead and get subscribed. And you can subscribe to our website or call the store and we'll get a subscription set up for you. But the subscriptions run on the first of every month, and we will either do it as in-store pickup. If you want it delivered with your regular order, we can do that and set it up so you don't have a delivery fee. Or if you want it delivered and you don't need anything else, it's a $5 delivery fee. And if you're not in our delivery zone, we can ship it out for just $5. So if you want more information about that, let us know. We can get y'all set up here at the stores. Y'all have a fabulous weekend. Hopefully we hold all these storms at bay. Hopefully tomorrow is a really pretty day. That's what I'd love. Y'all have a great day.